Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making chocolate coconut water. And this is a Zico Chocolate Coconut Water Copycat, so if you guys like that, you're going to love this recipe. When I owned my bake shop, I was obsessed with the Zico Chocolate Coconut Water, and so was my entire staff. We used to buy it all the time. Then one day, they just upped and decided to discontinue it. And so that's when I created this recipe for chocolate coconut water. And while I think Zico has brought their chocolate coconut water back, I never buy it anymore because it's so much better to make it at home with just 4 organic ingredients. Let me show you guys how to make it. So you're only going to need 4 organic ingredients to make this chocolate coconut water. The first ingredient you're going to need is obviously coconut water. So I have Real Cocoa coconut water today, and this is one of my favorites, but it's not my absolute favorite. While my top choice for coconut water is Harmless Harvest, it's so delicious. You do not need to actually spend that extra money or waste like your favorite tasting coconut water for this recipe. That's because the chocolate is going to mask the flavor of the coconut water, so you're really not going to get that true flavor of like Harmless Harvest, for example, that's very distinct. Trust me, I've tried it with so many different kinds of coconut water. And we even used to make this recipe at my bakery with coconut water that tasted terrible. I would always try different brands of coconut water at the bake shop because I was always buying it for staff and we sold it as well. So if we found one that we just didn't like the flavor of at all, we used it to make this chocolate coconut water, and it's still delicious. So if you guys have a subpar coconut water that you don't know what to do with, make this chocolate coconut water with it. So while you guys can use any coconut water you want for this, you don't have to use the most expensive one, and you don't even have to use the best tasting one because the chocolate is going to mask that flavor just a little bit, and it's still going to be delicious. And so our second ingredient that we need is coconut milk. And spoiler alert, I'm not actually using my favorite coconut milk for this either, and here's why. My favorite coconut milk is Jiva Organics, and it comes in a can and it's full fat, and it only has one ingredient, which is coconut. That's it. No stabilizers, no nothing else. And so that's why I like using that one, but I have tried using that for this recipe and it doesn't work out as well, and here's why. Because single ingredient coconut milk that like comes in a can has no stabilizers in it, it's actually going to make this clump up as it sits in the fridge. And so I've tested this before and I made it and it turned out fine, except for when I stored it in the fridge and then I tried to drink it the next day, I shook it up, I was getting like chunks of coconut fat that were just solidifying and they weren't actually staying liquid in the fridge, and that's because there's no stabilizer in there. So you guys actually want to use a coconut milk that has a stabilizer in it. So I'm using Vita Coco today, and this one is just a plain unsweetened coconut milk. It just has coconut milk, water, and a little bit of gelling gum. Next, we're gonna need a little bit of organic cane sugar and Dutch processed cocoa powder. So first, we're gonna add 2 cups of coconut milk to a small pot. Next, I'm gonna add in 21 grams of organic cane sugar. And then last, 10 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder. So now we're gonna put this over medium-high heat, and we just wanna heat until the sugar and cocoa powder are completely dissolved. This is gonna be to about 140 degrees to 160 degrees on a drink thermometer. If you guys don't have a drink thermometer, you just wanna make sure that we're not boiling or burning this coconut milk. Once the sugar and cocoa have completely combined with the milk, I like to transfer it to a Pyrex measuring cup. This is going to make it easier to pour it into the glass container that I'm storing it in. So I have an old Strauss milk bottle that I use to store this in. And I find that this works best because it will separate a little bit, so it's nice to have something with a lid so you can shake it up before you're ready to pour yourself a glass. If you guys don't have one of these, you could buy some Strauss milk and keep the bottle, or you could also just use a pitcher and then you could just give it a little bit of a stir before you serve it. So now I'm gonna pour my chocolate coconut milk into the bottle. Next, it's time to add in our coconut water, and I have 16 ounces of coconut water that I'm gonna add here. And I think this one is 16.9, that's okay, we're gonna add it in anyways. And now, since I have this in a jar with a lid, I can just shake it up. And now it's time to store this in the fridge and let it chill. This is going to be the hardest part because we want it to be cold when you drink it. Once your chocolate coconut water has chilled, then it's ready to enjoy. And if you have it in a bottle like this, you can give it a little shake before pouring. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more drink recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You guys are gonna love this. It's so delicious. So much better than the store-bought version.